Honourable Deputy Minister, Deputy Director General, Chief Directors, SAMSA's Acting CEO, Program Director, industry experts, and esteemed guests. December 25th, 1994, I was involved in a fight on board a vessel, 2 against 1. I would like to say it was a 50-50 outcome. But it was all about being an obstacle. So I can show you that, when you stand up for what is right, sometimes you become the victim as well. Okay. So I would like to take this opportunity to thank everybody for taking the time to talk about this very important topic. I want to thank our welfare department and everyone who participated in preparing and launching this very important seminar. As an ex-seafarer, married to an ex-seafarer, I've seen the effects of gender-based violence personally. And I must ask myself, did I do enough to make a difference? Am I part of a problem? Remaining silent is the same as condoning the behavior. So today I stand here and I say no more. The South African Maritime Safety Authority is accountable to give full and complete effect to the Maritime Labour Convention and the Working Fishing Convention, which speaks to the fair treatment of all seafarers. SAMSA must ensure that we address this very real social pandemic, and we must ensure that we protect all seafarers and their families. Every seafarer has a right to be protected from abuse. Unfortunately, at times, it is officers who are in a position of authority mandated to protect all seafarers on board that abuse their position of power and become the perpetrators. The effect of gender-based violence can tear families apart. Seafarers can also inflict gender-based violence on their families when they are at home. The stressful situations that they find themselves in whilst at sea can easily contribute to this vicious cycle. So it is not just about the seafarer while the seafarer is at sea. It is also preventing them from taking that behavior home. If a link on an anchor chain is broken, a ship will drag its anchor. So it's up to all of us to ensure that we don't break that chain, but improve the tensile strength of that chain so it becomes stronger. SAMSA has an extremely small, dedicated national team responsible for welfare of seafarers, and they collaborate with each of the port officers to ensure that our seafarers are supported. This is by far not enough, and therefore we also need to rely on partners such as the ITF, Missions to Seafarers, Apostles of the Seas, and other NGOs to assist our seafarers who are unfairly treated, abandoned, or abused. As a responsible flag state, we need to ensure that we capacitate our welfare department to deal with crew complaints and other social issues. We need to be able to provide counselling services throughout the country. I think that we are one of the few maritime administrations with a permanently employed counsellor amongst our dedicated team. We need to strengthen our laws so that we can protect the seafarers and prosecute those who exploit them. Sexual abuse happens everywhere. Ships operate on the high seas. So perhaps, like it is in some countries, we should create an international sex offenders register so that wherever there's a seafarer that has been found guilty of this crime, it is recorded, just like what we do with Port State for watch list vessels. As a maritime authority, SAMSA needs to be visible. We need to act as a deterrent and provide a safe place for seafarers to report incidences of abuse. To this extent, we've created a welfare@samsa.org.co email address for seafarers to use to contact SAMSA when they are in distress. And we encourage all seafarers to visit our port offices and report incidences of abuse. And to give you an example, this morning at 7:48, on LinkedIn I got a message saying that there was an incident on a South African vessel. And we're looking into that now. We are also developing our SAMSA website to include a safe, discreet portal for victims of abuse to report incidences at sea. The online platform will provide news and updates on issues affecting seafarers. We are investigating whether SAMSA can provide an online chat room where seafarers can connect and communicate amongst themselves and provide support to each other. The portal will also provide general financial and health advice, and more importantly, deal with the mental health issues. If we do not talk about these things, we can never address the needs of our seafarers. SAMSA plans to launch HIV awareness, substance abuse and mental health campaigns to continuously engage with our seafarers and fishing communities to create awareness that there are other ways that they can reach out for help. The nice thing is about STCW, it's the minimum standard to which seafarers need to be trained. So as the custodian of seafarer training, SAMSA needs to equip all seafarers and adapt our training programs to include the human element to such an extent that each seafarer can truly understand their rights and are taught how to manage incidences of abuse on board with the sensitivity it requires when victims report incidences of abuse. We need to prevent seafarer suicides because the victims feel that they have no other choice or way out by equipping our seafarers and empowering them with the tools they need to support the victims on board. Many flag states around the world have implemented a seafarer welfare levy, and perhaps it is time for SAMSA to investigate the feasibility of such a levy in South Africa and how these funds can be used to promote the welfare of seafarers. It is not a choice for SAMSA, but it is a necessity. As our great President Nelson Mandela once said, education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. And once a person is determined to help themselves, there is nothing that can stop them. Thank you.